If you're a business owner that the business depends on him, you lead the company. Everything goes through you. Every time you step away, things slow down or slip. Your staff needs reminders. You feel like you're babysitting grown adults. You don't have freedom as a business owner. You have a full time job. It's not because you're doing it wrong. I see it all the time with small business owners. You actually are very good at what you're doing. You're good at your job, but the business still depends on you. You're the one holding everything together, holding everything with glue. Let me show you how I fix that by building something that the team can follow without me. The sales 4x, they went up. I worked less, and for the first time, I could actually breathe because I knew that the team is functioning, everything is working based on my standards, and I didn't have to be there 24/7. Hi, I'm Eli Raff, and why am I making those videos, you're asking? Because I believe there's a better way to scale and grow a business. I've seen the chaos and I've seen the clarity. I know that business doesn't have to feel like drowning, and my job is to help business owners feel free again by making the business more valuable and needing you less. Yes, it's possible. So when I was managing a restaurant, we had terrific cocktails, great cocktails. They were high quality, they were well priced, they were actually cheaper than the competition, and the taste was much better than our competitors and the quality also. But we were only selling 7 to 10 cocktails a week. I set a new target. We need to sell 35 cocktails a week. And here's what became obvious fast. It wasn't a product problem, meaning it wasn't the cocktails because they were delicious, they were high quality, and they were cheaper than competition, but it was a process problem, a training problem, a system problem. The staff didn't know how to sell them properly. They honestly, they weren't trained, they weren't incentivized, and they weren't confident enough in approaching and suggesting the cocktails. There was no flow, no script, no rhythm, no way to actually make it happen. So instead of working harder, instead of pushing harder, I started doing research on what the best restaurants, fast casual restaurants, are doing to sell more cocktails. And I realized they all have a system to sell cocktails. So I did the research, I cracked the books, I watched the videos, and I built a system to make cocktails sales effortless. So here's how we actually implemented the system in our business. The first thing we did is I raised the price from $10 to $14 to $15. So it feels more premium and we are not cheaper than the competition. The second thing we did is we improved the quality. We put more effort into the cocktails. We made a better product. We wanted to serve our customers at a higher level. And we matched the new price. We increased the price, so we have to match the quality. The third thing we did is we created a super simple sales flow for the servers, for the cashiers, what to say, when to say, and how to say it. We kept it super simple. The fourth thing we did is I sent a 2-minute daily video to teach and to deepen the knowledge of our servers, of our cashiers about sales, about hospitality, about giving them the confidence they need and the tools they need in order to succeed. So we sent a 2 to 5 minute video every single day, something about sales, hospitality related. The game changer, we gave a 10% commission per cocktail sold. So every cocktail they were making about $1.50, give or take. And the best part, we documented it all. We created a playbook to selling cocktails. Therefore, we trained all of our current staff based on this playbook, and every new hire that came after, he was trained in a plug and play way that made him realize that this is our standard as a restaurant. And the results? Sales jumped to 35 to 40 cocktails per week consistently. That's 4x. We had higher margins, we had happier clients, and the best part, I wasn't the one doing it all. I wasn't working harder. I worked hard on creating the system, I worked hard on training the team, setting up the processes, and then everything flowed. Everything just worked smoothly. So that's really the shift I want you to take away from this video. Most business owners, they try to increase sales by working harder. They try to make their business better by working more. But one thing I noticed from learning from the top entrepreneurs in the hospitality industry, and ever since then in a lot of different industries, is that smart operators, they work hard on the systems, on the processes, on the trainings, and then they let others win. Then they let the business depend less on them. The business doesn't need them as much, but becomes so much more valuable. Because it wasn't about hustling harder, but it was creating leverage through clarity, through structure, and through predictability. And it applies everywhere: sales, marketing, hiring, onboarding, delivery, operations, every part of your business, you can take that concept and apply it everywhere. Because you're not just fixing problems this way, you're not just firefighting this way, you're designing repeatable, predictable wins of your staff without needing to be dependent on you as the owner. And where did I learn this concept, this amazing concept that if you really understand what I just told you, you should really be like excited because it changes everything. When I was managing the restaurant, I watched a video of someone that built an entire company by doing this. He realized that he's not the expert, so he can't do everything for everyone. So he didn't create the systems himself. He found experts, people that specialize in a certain thing inside of his business. He extracted what they're doing, what are their steps. He extracted their knowledge, what they knew. He documented it, recorded it, and deployed it just across his business. That's it, literally. He found the expert, he extracted the steps, he recorded it once, he documented with the team, and then deployed and duplicated across of all of his business. This way, he wasn't just running a business, he wasn't just solving problems. He was building literally a library of assets. He took people that are great at what they're doing, he understood how they're doing it, he documented it, and then he let other people inside of a business do it based on the expert's knowledge. How incredible is that? I'm getting excited talking about it because I've seen it work in the restaurant industry, in the home service industry, with med spas, with supermarkets, with construction companies, with brokerages. We helped so many businesses just in 2025 alone, over 25 businesses in 8 different industries, and it works every time. I believe in efficiency, I believe in freedom, and I believe in growth. And I think when you combine growth with freedom and you do it through an efficient way, it's just incredible. It frees you up to do whatever you want in your life while making sure your business even runs better than when you were running it. And again, that's the way you do it, and that's the way you make it simple. That's the way you make it repeatable, and that's the way you make your business scalable without depending on you all of the time. Because your business isn't just your product or service, it's a collection of systems. And those systems, they're assets. What do you want to scale? What do you want to step back and work less? What do you want to increase your business valuation and make it more attractive for buyers? The more refined your systems, the more your assets are refined, the faster your team executes, the better your team executes based on your standards, the smoother your business runs, and the higher valuation you can exit this business potentially for. That's what makes your business scalable, sellable, and an asset without depending on you to run every part of it. And I have a vision. I believe there's a better, more efficient way to run businesses, and that's why I launched Owner Free Systems. I work with experts from every departments of business, whether it's HR, marketing, sales, onboarding, fulfillment, finance. Even now, we're working with M&A advisors and business brokers and CPAs. And I always ask them a question: what's the best system to use in your business? They share it with me. I document it, and now with this knowledge, with this expertise, we help other business owners succeed, to increase the valuation, to raise the profit margins, to reduce owner dependency, to reduce the risks in your business, and truly build a business that liberates the owner while growing. It's really incredible. So the final takeaway, if you're still trying to do everything yourself, let go of that completely. Start asking who, not how. Extract that knowledge, document that knowledge, deploy and delegate. Give your team the tools and everything they need in order for them to succeed. And you will see how fast you scale, and you will see how fast you grow, and you will see how fast your business becomes easy and self sufficient to grow and scale. Because that's how you build a business that works even when you step away. That's what creates freedom. That's what creates value. And that's how you literally liberate the owner, making the business value more while needing you less. So if you're stuck working 50, 60, sometimes even 70 or 80 hours a week, if your team relies on you for everything, if you're still duct taping your operations and your business together, there's a free video linked below. It's not a course, it's not fluff, it's not some theory from an overpriced coach that never ran a business before. It's really not some sales pitch pretending it's not. It's a straight up video where I show you how we help other small business owners to increase the margins, to buy their time back, to build systems that scale, to optimize their processes, to create team structure and team training that lets them scale and make their business more valuable when needing the owner less. And if you're serious about a change, take a look. If not, and you're not ready to invest in yourself, that's totally okay. Don't go to the video. But if you're tired of being the bottleneck, if you're tired of carrying the business on your back, there might be a way that helps you. If this video gave you any value, I would really appreciate if you hit a like, comment, and subscribe so other small business owners can get access to value like this. We're building a channel for making businesses worth more while needing you less. And we really want every business owner to have the clarity, the freedom, and the business that works without them, without burning them out. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. See you at the next one.